Hey Pisces, thanks for checking out your weekly reading. We're going to see what's happening for June 22nd through the 20th through this deck here. And then we're going to see what's coming up with this affirmation deck for you guys, little affirmation at the end. We're coming through this summer solstice energy. We are coming through the new moon energy. We've got eclipse energy going on. We are in retrograde season. We're going to see how everything is affecting Pisces, sun, moon, and rising in the week ahead, my dears. See what's going on for our friends, Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. Alrighty, so without further ado, my darlings, let's jump right on in. Your first card here is Eight of Earth. Okay, Eight of Earth is a card when somebody is getting down to business. They're very, very focused on making something happen. It can sometimes indicate a new area of study. In fact, the creator of this deck has this listed as skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. So for some of you, there could be something happening where you are considering going back to school, or you're looking at some way of really perfecting your skill or your craft. You're really putting yourself into your career or into some work project, really wanting to perfect it and do a really good job. I'm getting a really interesting feeling though from this card, Pisces. For some reason, I'm feeling a lot of like self-esteem energy around it. And I feel like a lot of you Pisces are focusing on like boosting your self-esteem or your self-image, or like the way that you see yourself, and really figuring out who you are and feeling confident about who you are. But you're going inward in this quest. So you're not trying to boost your self-esteem through ways of outwardly or physical, or like how much money you make or what job you have or things like that. You're trying to boost your self-esteem through things that you're able to do, things that you feel like you're good at. So I feel some of you are trying to pick up skills, right? Like things that are making you feel accomplished or proud of yourself. I just heard adulting. So maybe for some of you, you're working on your adulting, you're getting better adulting skills, and that's making you feel very proud of yourself and very confident, and it's boosting your self-esteem. Like maybe you're figuring out how to fix things around your place, or how to, prepare meals, or do things more creative, or whatever it might be, like getting your life or your matters in order. And you're feeling a sense of like the self-esteem boosting as a result, right? Instead of trying to boost your self-esteem in ways where maybe in the past you've tried to get approval from others, or try to do it by like appearance or things like that. You're like, nope, all that's BS. I mean, it's I'm not going to say it's BS, but I feel some of you are like, oh, all that's BS. But maybe you're realizing that it's secondary, right? It's not about how you look or how much money you make or what your title is. It's about who you are as a person. And so a lot of you are kind of going within and figuring who you are. You're figuring out who you are, what you like, what you're good at, and you're developing some skills where you're feeling super proud of yourself. Your next card here is King of Earth. So those of you who have been focused on doing better at work or doing better with your accomplishments, King of Earth can indicate something is paying off and that something is being offered to you. Now, I'll explain that in just a second here. The creator of this deck has King of Earth listed as someone who is generous, professional, responsible, and practical. So you may be encountering this kind of person who may be helping you out throughout this process, throughout the changes you're going through, or you may be stepping into these characteristics yourself. You may be adapting and beginning to take on these qualities. And it says, can't read, a successful time, confidently accept opportunities you've been offered or you're offered, the Midas touch. So this is a card about opportunities coming in. It's about the Midas touch. It's about a successful time. And again, having confidence in yourself. So we talked about confidence and self-esteem. You're picking that up. You're coming into this kind of energy, like successful energy, proud of yourself, happy, confident, good at what you do, good at your craft, good at your skill. But this card for me, this is actually back when I was terrified of tarot. This is the first deck of cards I ever touched. Not this actual set, but this created deck. I've been through several sets since then. And this is the very, very first card I ever pulled for myself. The very first time I touched cards, the very first time I pulled a card for myself, I got King of Earth. And so, because of that, because of what happened after, ever since then, every time I see King of Earth, especially in this deck, it tells me that you're about to have an opportunity that you're presented with that's going to be a little bit scary for you. You're going to say, I don't know if I'm ready for it. I don't know if I'm ready for it. But Spirit wants you to know if you weren't ready for it, it wouldn't be here now. It's here because you're ready to go through this transition. You're ready to go through these changes. You're ready, if your boss is offering you a raise or a promotion, or if some place is calling you and offering you a job and you're like, oh my gosh, that's a little bit higher than what I was anticipating. Like, are they sure they have the right person? Did they mean to call somebody else? They know who you are. They know what you have to offer. They know what your potential is. And so it's okay for you to be confident in yourself and to accept these offers, okay? To accept this opportunity, because you're going to realize you have a lot of natural gifts and a lot of natural talents, and they're going to come to the surface, right? And so that's what this card wants you to know. Like, you're ready for this huge change. You're ready for these steps. You're ready for your independence. You're ready to go into this new path. Your next card here is the Five of Fire. And here it's listed as competing goals, bothersome details, conflicts with others. Okay, that sounds kind of scary, like there was this like negative energy, but this basically just says that there might be some competing goals. And this is how I feel it's coming up, Pisces. I feel that as you're becoming more confident and as you are having opportunities open up and you're accepting them, there could be people in your life that you're finding all of a sudden they're kind of being a little bit discouraging, or like they're trying to like get you to focus on something else instead. And it's coming from the fear, like they're afraid that they're going to lose you, right? That happens when we start kind of, having some success come into our life, or we start changing, or we start stepping into that come up energy. People in our life can feel a little bit threatened or a little bit insecure. And some of you might feel like, well, they should feel insecure because I'm going to be out the door real soon. And some of you might feel, no, I don't want them to feel insecure. I'm working on me and I'm trying to, make myself better. So, if that's the case, this might be a good time of reassuring the people in your life, right? That yes, you might be making some changes. Yes, you are working on yourself, but at the end of the day, you're still the same person. You still care. You're still going to be around, that it doesn't change how you feel about them. So you may be able to kind of diffuse some tension or some conflict just by giving someone some reassurance in the coming week. If you are doing something in terms of like trying to leave a situation, like trying to leave a job or trying to leave a relationship, Five of Fire makes me feel like the process might be getting a little bit sped up, right? Or little things are happening where you're telling yourself, you know what, I'm going to have to move it along because the tension or the pressure is building. Some of you are in that kind of energy. One last thing about this card before we move on to the next one. If you are doing something in terms of self-employment, like some project or something that you're trying to put yourself out there in terms of a business, Five of Wands is actually, or Five of Fire, well, I said Five of Wands because it would be Five of Wands in traditional tarot. It's actually a positive card for me. in matters of business or self-employment, because this card means for me that you're making a name for yourself, that, you know, people are seeing you as a competitor. You're showing up on the scene, right? You're showing up as like an option. The same way that like maybe you want to get coffee, you're going to have options. You could go to Starbucks, you could go to Dunkin' Donuts, you could go to, where's that place? Oh gosh, like on the East Coast, they have like they have Wawa. I'm on the West Coast, but they have like Wawa on the East Coast. They've got like Dunkin' Donuts, they've got Starbucks, and they've got like all these different options, right? But you heard of them. Those are all, you hear those names and you think of, oh, coffee or snacks or, you know, whatever. So you're making a name for yourself, right? You might not be like #1 on the charts, but whoever is #1 knows you're out there, and they might feel like you're coming for them. You know, they might feel like, oh, here's a worthy opponent, or here's a worthy competitor, like somebody who's coming up. So in terms of like self-employment and things like this is like you're making a name for yourself. People are noticing you, and you're playing with the big boys and girls. Your next card here, my darlings, is the Page of Air. All right. And so this is somebody who's logical, honest, maybe a little bit impulsive, and curious. So you may be meeting someone who is like that. This could be indicating a younger air sign. It could be qualities that you're stepping into, characteristics of yourself that you're stepping into. The message on the card says challenging information, delays or changes to plans, truth delivered without tact. So this card is coming up. The creator of this deck is saying, watch your words. Be careful how you deliver your messages, because maybe you might be saying things a little too abruptly or a little too straightforward. And maybe you still want to be honest, but you want to be cautious how you're wording your words. Change of plans also might be coming up. And I felt like the change of plans is that things are getting sped up. Remember, just before this card, I said I felt like you're gonna be like, okay, well, you know, things are speeding up. So I don't feel that there's gonna be delays. I feel it's gonna be sped up. The plans are changing because things are being sped up, or you're having to find a way to do things more quickly. Page of Air is gonna be like, you know, Page of Swords. So that for me is also usually a card about speaking your truth, right? Speaking your truth. Let's go ahead and see what your affirmation is for the week. And as always, my dears, I encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon sign or rising sign might resonate with you more than others. You might want to check out those, or you might want a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to click on the Calendly link, you can schedule a private reading with me there. Alrighty, so we have, I trust that my powerful intentions combined with my faith are enough to allow my vision to become my reality. This card has a whole lot of orange in it. Lots of orange, lots of different shades of orange. So my darling Pisces, this is going to be a good week for you guys to focus on your sacral chakra. Okay, and confidence is actually in the sacral chakra. And we talked about confidence and having faith in yourself and, you know, feeling confident. So you might want to look up meditations for sacral chakras. You might want to look up sound bath music for the sacral chakra, affirmations. You're really kind of coming into your courage and into your power, and your eyes are opening up to where you're seeing ways that you can actually approach your goals, your dreams, your visions, to make them a reality. The stars for me really symbolize listening to your intuition. Your angels and guides are communicating with you right now, right? But your job is to connect with the confidence so that you can take the steps you're feeling guided to take. Again, you might want to watch your moon sign and rising sign video. If you're looking for more love and romance, or if you want more channeled angel messages, the love readings and the channeled angel messages are linked in the description of the video, the ones for June. If you haven't watched the June videos yet, be sure to do so. They're linked in the description. The July ones are going to be coming up in the next coming days. So if you haven't subscribed and hit notification, be sure that you do. And that way you'll get a message when the July love video and the July channeled angel messages are up, as well as the other weekly videos that always get posted every week. And at the end of this week, guys, I'm going to go ahead and announce on Instagram and Facebook the winner of the free 30-minute reading and the winner of the bracelet that I'm giving away. Every month I give away a free reading and one prize. And this month I'm giving away a beautiful angelite stone bracelet and a free 30-minute reading. So one person I'll pick from Facebook and one person I'll pick from Instagram. And I'm just picking the winner from the comments and the likes. I'm seeing who's jumping out at me, and I'll pick one winner from each of my social media pages, and one person will get the bracelet and one will get the free reading. So if you want to enter and if you want to follow along with the daily messages and the pick a card, be sure to be on there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Have a wonderful week, my dears. Take care.